What's going on, everybody? LK here, back at it again with another video, and today some more Dragon Ball FighterZ. So Ultra Instinct Goku is dropping later this month. I know there's a trailer. I know a lot of people cover this trailer already, but as usual, it's only a minute. How could you possibly get anything besides, oh my god, it's shiny and bright and cool and a new character? So instead, before he comes out, I kind of want to look at Kefla one more time. And this is Kefla for you? Should you play Kefla? If you like the content on this channel, please consider liking this video or subscribing to the channel. Both really help the channel out a lot. I would really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Okay, so let's hop into Kefla. So what type of character is Kefla? She is kind of a standard character, and what I mean by standard character is that she has a bunch of tools that other characters have. Like she has Ki Blast, projectile type beam, but she also has some space control things like an anti-air projectile, which is kind of nice. And the really truly unique thing about her, which is why I don't consider her totally to be standard, is that she has these steps. So all in all, I put her as more mobile, like a mobile offensive character. There's a few of these in these games right now, right? So we have like Trunks and like GT. She's in this group. Any character that can move around the screen kind of easily and put rush down on you. Now, outside of the steps and the screen control, so outside of this and the steps, she also has some pretty unique things on offense. One thing that's really good about her is that she has multiple moves that hit multiple times. That's her LL, and this is her 5M. So if you don't know, a small secret about this game is you can't guard cancel multi-hitting moves in general. They're usually guard cancel safe. So for example, let's set up a recording right now. So this will be our I'm not doing anything, and this will be our guard cancel. Hopefully that comes out as guard cancel. Cool. So now we'll go to set it to random, and we'll just do this. I could do with my eyes closed. It's very easy because you can cancel all the hits. The 2H came out. The 2H came out. That's the funniest part. We'll do it one more time. There we go. So she has two moves like this, which is really strong, and her frame data is pretty good. Like that's -5, so it's guard cancel safe if you stop or stagger pressure. Her offense is exceptionally good. Now, the last special kind of unique thing she has, truly. So I know, for example, for combos, she has ways to set up multiple level 1s, which is kind of nice. But while it's cool, I think the real thing that stands out is actually this move that people use for Oki. There are other characters who have moves like this. So Piccolo has Hell Zone as an example, or Zamasu has Divine Judgment. But generally, while I think these tools are nice, and I think it's obviously nice for her to have too, this means you don't need assists to cover tech sometimes. It's a little bit expensive, and I'm going to go into this a little bit more. So this is where we get into the discussion of where should you play her type of thing. So she has a lot of stuff that clearly shows she's a good point, and if you want a good mobile offensive point character, she's a good choice. The main issue though is that this, which is really good Oki for her, costs a bar, and you will need that bar to do it. So first you have to build that bar somehow. If you're getting the first hit, you might not always get it first, so you have to just kind of build your offense a certain way around that, which is kind of nice, but kind of difficult to do. So in my own case, I didn't usually get the bar for this, and also some of her corner carry combos, for example, use this. This is her +4 EX projectile, right? So that is again another just nice tool she has for offense, but this enables corner carry for her, but takes away the opportunity to use the super. They give Kefla a lot of things for a point character though, so generally I recommend her to be a point. So let's take a quick glance at Kefla's assist. So this is her A assist. This is her B assist. It is a block stun assist. As you can see there, it is only point blank though. It won't travel or track or anything like that. It also is not that great at hitting people out of the air. And then there's her C assist. I kind of grouped this with beams. It's 2 hits and there's a gap in between, but it controls a lot of space. So all in all, they gave her a lot of tools for neutral control and offense. Her assists are good for support. So she has a standard projectile assist, kind of like in the beam group, along with characters like 21 or Tien. Just things to clear the screen, right? Even though it's one hit. Her B assist is a block stun assist. So blocks and assists, it kind of depends on what you want to do. A lot of the blocks and assists, outside of things like the tracking ones like Gotenks or Bardock B, a lot of these characters, I feel like you probably should run them on point most of the time, because in neutral, they're not that flexible. So the speed here is good, but it doesn't really like travel. It's good for a blocks and assists, but when you're jumping around in neutral, let's say, it's just not that quick. So you have to specifically make sure you call it specifically when you're rushing them down more often than not. So this goes into the last and most important part. So how flexible she is as a character, and how good is she as a character. So as a character, I don't think she's super flexible per se. The main thing is that despite her pressure being really good, it's kind of hard to do mix-ups with her outright unless you have a high blocks and assists. Beams are usually not enough. When you use beams, you generally have to do system stuff like Super Dash plus assist call, or set up ways to Dragon Rush them, or check their Dragon Rush tech. And since she's such an offensive character, it feels like kind of a waste. For me, honestly, it's really reminiscent of Bardock, and this is my issue I had with Bardock last season. I've said it before on the channel. The team I was running, I just found it really hard to set up mix-ups. I had to like condition my opponent to respect my mix-ups rather than just setting them up and doing them. This matters, of course, because you don't, in a tournament format, you don't have time to figure somebody out all the time to see how they tech or how they do stuff. So having something like an outright 50-50 that you just set up and do is really, 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 really important. And I think Kefla kind of needs this. She does other stuff very well, like I said. So again, the neutral control is good. She has ways to clear the screen of beams and move around the screen with the step plus projectile and stuff like that. Her pressure is really good. You can't guard cancel her. She can make her own plus frames, which is nice, but she can't do like actual mix-ups without a high blocks and assists. So if you like this type of playstyle and want the neutral control, it's fine. And you can just play that. You just have to be aware that you need to condition your opponent or be willing to use the system mechanics outright to hit them. And you have to make sure you understand how to use them the right way to actually hit higher level opponents. That being said though, I do think she's a good character. She's really mobile again. Her stagger pressure is mad good. And again, you can't guard cancel her, which is a really, really important thing in the game. Being able to deal guard cancel easily is really, really nice, and she has a pretty much trivial way to do it. There's no like secret sauce or option selects. You just do the move that hits 18 times and then you'll do it, which is a really, really nice thing. If you want to play her, you kind of have to build around her if you want to bring out the best in her as a character, in my opinion, but I do think she's on the higher end of the characters. Okay, so hopefully this helps. If you're thinking about playing Kefla, this might be a good start for you to think of who to pair her with, what type of assist you want to use with her. And when this patch dropped, a lot of people picked her up. I also picked her up. You can see I have a couple of ranked videos with her, but I quickly saw after like a week or so, I was like, oh, this is like Bardock for me last season, so this is probably not going to be the path for me. Maybe it will work out for you though. Hopefully this helps once again. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.